Here's the news for this evening. President Granger warns regional peace is at stake as he highlights Guyana and Venezuela's ongoing border controversy. Small fire disrupts classes at Queens College. Plans in place to house returning Guyanese displaced by recent hurricanes. And Social Cohesion Minister George Norton is concerned about privacy in relation to the infamous leaked conversation involving the president's press officer.
From SEPT headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is SEPT Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Headline News is now being streamed live on our YouTube channel. Join us. Guyana has warned the world that peace will be at stake in the CARICOM region if justice does not become ascendant, not only within Venezuela, but also in respect to its border dispute with Guyana. Here's more. Speaking today at the 72nd session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York, President David Granger pleaded with world leaders to ensure Venezuela abides by the ruling of the Arbitral Tribunal some 118 years ago. The theme for this year's assembly is People, Peace, and the Planet.
Guyana warns the world through this assembly that peace will be at stake in our region if justice does not become ascendant, not only within Venezuela, but also in respect to its border controversy with Guyana.
This is the second time since coming into power in 2015 that President Granger has addressed the UN General Assembly on the border issue.
The Caribbean people wish for the Caribbean to be a zone of peace. The Venezuelan claim to Guyana's territorial integrity, however, would be a threat to that zone and to that peace. Venezuela is more than 4 times the size of Guyana. Venezuela, however, claims 2/3 of Guyana's territory, including its maritime space.
The president outlined that Guyana depends on its territorial and maritime resources for development and for the release of its people from poverty. Under the 1966 Geneva Agreement, if by the end of the year 2017 significant progress has not been made toward arriving at a full agreement for the settlement of the controversy, the International Court of Justice will be the next means of peaceful settlement, unless Guyana and Venezuela jointly request otherwise.
Guyana has been working assiduously with the Secretary General's personal representative. Guyana looks to the international community to ensure that Venezuela is not allowed to thwart the process of judicial settlement, which is the clear and agreed path to peace and to justice.
In his address, the president also reiterated Guyana's support for a 2-state solution to the Palestine-Israeli conflict and the withdrawal of the economic embargo against the Caribbean island of Cuba. Accompanying the president to the UN headquarters is First Lady Mrs. Sandra Granger. Mrs. Granger is committed to prioritizing investments in youth and women's health, in particular, the sexual and reproductive health of adolescent girls. In making the commitment, Mrs. Granger took part in a meeting with the spouses of heads of government of CARICOM, members of the Organization of African First Ladies Against HIV/AIDS, and First Ladies from other continents. A communique issued at the close of the meeting said that the group promised to form partnerships that advocate for the rights of young women and adolescents. And also on that trip to the UN is the president's embattled press officer, Loida Garrett. Garrett is accused of using a racial slur in a private conversation with her peers. Minister of Social Cohesion and Culture, Youth and Sport, George Norton, said that in this instance, he's concerned about the matter of privacy. Esther Sobers reports.
In recent weeks, the President's press officer Loida Garrett has been embroiled in a controversy, has leaked social media messages which include a racial slur and derogatory remarks about her colleagues at the Ministry of the Presidency. Minister of Social Cohesion, Culture, Youth and Sports, Mr. George Norton, weighed in on the controversy.
What I'm more concerned about is, whether or not someone's privacy might have been invaded. We've got to respect each other's privacy. Unless you have a sinister motive, would something like that be out in the social media? I didn't say that to defend anyone.
The supposed leak was shared by Peel's Progressive Party civic member and parliamentarian Nigel Darmlal, who called for her to be fired. The Ministry of the Presidency has indicated that an investigation has been launched. However, Ms. Garrett remains on the job and is part of the Guyana's delegation at the 72 United Nations General Assembly, currently underway in New York. I'm Esther Sobers reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.
Central government has made housing accommodations available for Guyanese who wish to return home following recent hurricanes in the Caribbean. This, according to the Director General of the Civil Defense Commission, Chabilal Ramsarup. He spoke exclusively with Channel 2 Headline News' Wendell Jeffrey. Here is that report.
We cannot bring back all who want to come back. They want to come back and we can't bring them back. There's no best case.
That was retired Colonel and Director General of the Civil Defense Commission, the CDC, Chabilal Ramsarup. His outfit is handling the response effort to the hurricane disaster. He is responding there to a question I put to him based on the Facebook and other social media discussions about the request for Guyanese who wish to return home.
There are a number of people who doesn't want to come back, especially those people who got houses and so on. They are hoping to benefit from insurance. They are also hoping to benefit on the recovery effort. But if they come back to Guyana, they can't benefit from that.
He said that there are plans to provide assistance to those who remain overseas.
The private sector is trying to put together a number of articles that were required by some of these islands that were devastated, and we are hoping to send a number of containers by this weekend or early next week.
He said that there is a 6-member assessment team headed by Minister Winston Felix. The team was selected in consultation with the Prime Minister, Moses Nagamutu, who is heading the ministerial task force and the relief efforts on behalf of the government.
They went to Antigua, then they went on to BVI, and then on to St. Martin, and back to Antigua.
The retired colonel said that the team was supposed to return on Monday, but that they are now stranded because of Hurricane Maria. On the question of evacuating Guyanese, Mr. Ramsarup said that that is possible, but only on a limited basis. He said that the assessment team would have to work out the priorities.
It might be possible to bring some people back, but they have to work out the priorities.
Why not all the people who want to come back?
Can you imagine 10,000 people coming back to Guyana? Who are going to foot the bill of the aircraft? They're sending out rice, flour, sugar, other food materials. We also send out some construction materials, some sanitation materials, baby stuff, and stuff for women and so on, like pampers and so on.
Colonel Ramsarup said that the cost to bring the folks back home is right now prohibitive. However, if persons return on their own, there will be housing provided for them.
We also have a train. If people who are coming back and don't have anywhere to go, we can put them up for a short while.
The Director General said that they will be having a telethon on Thursday or Friday night, and that 2 bank accounts are now opened for those wishing to make financial contributions. Republic Bank account number is 651-9938. 651-9938, and GBTI, the number there is 011-802-489-012. 011-802-489-012. The CDC's head warned that we need to brace ourselves for additional disasters as several more hurricanes are projected for the season. For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Coming up after the break, small fire disrupts morning classes at Queens College, and Amerindian folktale is alive and well. Stay with us.
What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
On Sunday, September 24, 2017, the Central Housing and Planning Authority is inviting residents of Block F, Sophia and Plum Park to a consultation meeting at Block F, Sophia Playground and Sophia Practical Instructional Center, respectively. The consultation will address the reformulation of the road network upgrade and expansion program. The project, which will be undertaken through a loan from the Inter-American Development Bank, and entails road upgrades, street lights and sidewalks, upgrades to playgrounds and community buildings, and subsidies for construction of core homes and home improvement projects. Starting time, 16 hours at both locations.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's here once again. It's the clearance mega birthday sale, and it's going to be happening for 2 days on the 21st and the 22nd of September. So come down and enjoy half off store-wide on all dresses, jeans, tops, shoes, accessories, and everything that you need to give you that beautiful sizzling look. And for the fellas, come down and enjoy half off selected dress shirts and jeans, half off all kind of cool shoes and sneakers, plus continuous discounts store-wide. The sale happens for 2 days only on the 21st and the 22nd of September. It's the clearance big mega birthday sale, celebrating with style and amazing deals. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
Styles, simply different.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook, Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
Welcome back. The Guyana Fire Service today extinguished a small fire at Queens College. Esther Sobers visited the school and filed this report.
We're in front of Queens College compound, where reports were received of a fire this morning. Quick action by the Guyana Fire Service averted a fire in the upper sixth form classroom. Alfred Granger, chairman of the school's governing board, explained what occurred.
There was a fire, a ballast in an old fluorescent lamp caught fire. We thought it might have been an electrical problem, but it was not. So even though the fire department was here and the police were here, when the electrician came, he said it was not. He said it was purely an old ballast burning out.
In recent years, there have been fires at the school, including as recent as 2011, when students extinguished another small fire.
There were problems in the western wing, under the main admin building,
and those were essentially fixed by GPL replacing the transformer at the southern end of the field. So this was a surprise to us, but as I said earlier, this was not an electrical problem by itself. What it was is a ballast, an old ballast pointing out.
When asked how soon the bulbs will be replaced, Mr. Granger said,
"That's a very good question. That's ministry financing. So we'll see what happens. We know the government has been, over the last year and a half, changing out fluorescent lamps in many government buildings. So we hope to get to us very soon. If not, it's going to be part of our 2018 budget."
George, we're happy to hear that no one was hurt and it was something minor. Now back to you.
Thanks, Esther. The Guyana government said that they are doing their best to assist Guyanese who are badly affected by the recent hurricanes. However, opposition leader Bara Jagdeo believes that the government is not doing enough to help stranded and desperate Guyanese overseas. Wendell Jeffrey is on this story and shares both sides of this discussion.
The former president believes that Guyana can and should do more to assist the Guyanese who are displaced by the prevalent circumstances caused by the hurricanes and the adverse weather patterns. He said that he is taking a cue from no less than the Dominican Prime Minister himself.
I saw the plea for help from the Prime Minister of Dominica last night, who himself suffered personal tragedy, and he made it clear that almost everything is gone.
The opposition leader called on all Guyanese to join in assisting their fellow Caribbean brothers and sisters.
It behoves all of us in Guyana to do whatever we can, if we're a private sector or government or NGO or just ordinary citizens, and we can spare some support for people across the Caribbean who have been devastated by these natural events. I think we should do so.
Mr. Jagdeo said that his party has a special concern for the Guyanese living abroad who are now suffering. He repeated his call for the government to assist in evacuating Guyanese who need to come home.
I know that there are many Guyanese who live in these islands too, and I want to say that we have a special concern about them. We've seen other countries expeditiously evacuate their citizens and extend help to them. Last week I called for our government to assist with the evacuation of Guyanese who are abroad who desire to be evacuated. At one point in time I saw the government saying nobody had contacted them. Well, now I think a large number has done so, and they need to act urgently to get our people back home safe, wherever they are.
However, Director General of the Civil Defense Commission, CDC, Chobilal Ramsarup, said that it is logistically impossible to evacuate all the Guyanese who want to come home. In an exclusive interview with Channel 2 Headline News, the Director General said this.
Can you imagine 10,000 people coming back to Guyana? Who are going to foot the bill of the aircraft?
Mr. Ramsarup added that they sent just one plane load of materials to Antigua and it cost some 2.5 million Guyana dollars.
We sent in the aircraft on Sunday. We take 2,900 pounds to Antigua. And the bill was foot by Mr. Kumar Singh, to the tune of $12,000.
That notwithstanding, the former president had this to say.
We can do better. Our financial situation, as bad as it is now, would afford us to do much more, spend much more in helping people.
George, in a subsequent report, I will share more of what the CDC and the Guyana government are doing to help the displaced overseas Guyanese. For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Amerindian folktale is alive and well in Guyana. Today, many were thrilled as they listened to the stories that have become part of Guyana's rich cultural history. Here is more from the program Myths, Legends, and Oral Traditions.
Morning, everybody! It's a beautiful day and the sun is shining, and we're in a wonderful building. Hey, the people who invented this building here got plenty sense.
Amerindian culture is an integral element of Guyana's history. Being a primarily oral tradition, Amerindian storytelling is in turn an integral part of Guyana's culture.
Hard times will come. You need a constant sustenance. Patricia was worried. Then he shared it with the PI man. And the PI man just did his thing, communicating with the spirits, the good spirits. And, well, okay. I think we're cool for a couple of years.
That was art lecturer at the University of Guyana, Michael Kahn, telling the myth of how cassava came into being. His story was part of today's program entitled Myths, Legends, and Oral Traditions of Guyana, 2017. This is the 6th edition of this annual program hosted by the Walter Roth Museum of Anthropology and the Ministry of Social Cohesion. Minister of Social Cohesion and Culture, Youth, and Sport, George Norton, spoke of the importance of the event.
Year after year, this activity has been sustained due to its importance in raising awareness and showcasing the rich culture of the indigenous peoples and their contribution to Guyana. And this is why I must commend the headmasters and headmistresses, and particularly the teachers who brought their students out here today. It's our students, it's our youth, it's our children who are going to carry on the traditions of Guyana.
After the opening, Minister Norton toured the various exhibits of indigenous life which were on display. Don't go away, still ahead, the business school has exciting news, and death toll from Mexico earthquake rising. Stay with us. Ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's here once again. It's the clearance mega birthday sale, and it's going to be happening for 2 days on the 21st and the 22nd of September. So come down and enjoy half off store-wide on all dresses, jeans, tops, shoes, accessories, and everything that you need to give you that beautiful sizzling look. And for the fellas, come down and enjoy half off selected dress shirts and jeans, half off all kind of cool shoes and sneakers, plus continuous discounts store-wide. The sale happens for 2 days only on the 21st and the 22nd of September. It's the Clearance Big Mega Birthday Sale, celebrating with style and amazing deals. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
On Sunday, September 24, 2017, the Central Housing and Planning Authority is inviting residents of Block F, Sophia, and Plum Park to a consultation meeting in the Block F, Sophia Playground and Sophia Practical Instructional Center, respectively. The consultation will address the reformulation of the road network upgrade and expansion program. The project, which will be undertaken through a loan from the Inter-American Development Bank, and entails road upgrades, street lights and sidewalks, upgrades to playgrounds and community buildings, and subsidies for construction of core homes and home improvement projects. Starting time, 16 hours at both locations.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's for dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you have a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Welcome back. The business school is preparing to roll out another exciting certification program. More in this report. The business school is introducing a new certification program to the school's curriculum. Director of the business school, James Bovell, explains.
We will be starting our new CIM programs in October this year. Most persons might know that the Chartered Institute of Marketing is the leading professional examination body for marketing qualification all over the world.
Before the program starts next month, the business school will be offering a free training session on Thursday, September 28, 2017, from 5 to 7 p.m.
We'll be having a free marketing session, and what I mean a free lecture session, for students hoping to embark on a career in marketing or persons who are already in a marketing job or works in the marketing department. We want to invite people to come down to get a first-hand idea of our classroom methodology, our lecturing style, the facilities that are available, and the internationally recognized credentials of the qualification. We want to invite the general public or anybody out there who's interested in pursuing a career in marketing, and we also want to invite employers. If they have a marketing manager or staff in marketing and they're interested in training the staff in marketing, you can come and see firsthand an idea what the training would be like.
If you or anyone you know would be interested in reserving a spot for the free marketing session next week, Thursday, you can contact the business school at 226-8906. Again, that number is 226-8906 or 225-5261. Again, that's 225-5261. And in international news, the death toll from the strong earthquake that struck central Mexico on Tuesday continues to climb. More in this BBC report.
In Mexico City, they are struggling to save lives. This is one of the most densely packed places on Earth. More than 20 million people live here, and this earthquake has hit them hard.
We left, and when we left, the building started collapsing. 30 seconds after we left, the building came down.
In the minutes after the quake, columns of dust rose into the air, hinting at the devastation. In the capital alone, dozens of buildings, including schools and office blocks, were destroyed or damaged. The president says it's a national emergency. The huge tremor struck around lunchtime, prompting panic and sending people running into the streets. Fires have been reported, and people are being urged not to smoke because of the danger from gas leaks. These distressing pictures appear to show a building coming down some time after the initial shock. On the streets of the city, a field hospital with doctors treating patients anywhere they can. And it's clear that the damage goes well beyond Mexico City. The epicenter of the earthquake was actually more than 100 kilometers to the southeast in Puebla province. The reports of deaths and damages are widespread. Earthquake alarms did sound, but some residents apparently thought they were part of a day of drills on the anniversary of a devastating quake in 1985. Now, the 19th of September will be remembered in Mexico City for not one, but 2 disasters. James Cook, BBC News.
And now for the weather report. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Wednesday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and ch2headlinenews.com. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast, and Thursday evening at 7 o'clock for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast, saying thank you for welcoming us into your homes, and do have a blessed evening.